Hello! In today's video, I'll show you how I get myself out of anxious thoughts so you can liberate yourself from the overthinking brain. Over the years, I keep deepening my understanding of my own emotional body, and today I want to share some of my findings with you. The one thing that not a lot of people say about anxiety is you actually have power over it. Way more power than you think you have. You do not have to stay trapped and stuck in this anxious feeling for months, for years, for decades, just because you have anxiety. If you think that anxiety is just something that happens to you and you have no power over it, well, I think you might learn something today. What if I told you that every single spiral of anxiety is a choice? A part of us chooses it. In my 20s, I've dealt with anxiety like crazy. I had panic attacks. I felt crippled, helpless, powerless for months and months. Like every day I would just wanted to survive through the day. That's how much the anxiety was strong in my body. My chest was so tight I could barely breathe, express myself. It was crippling anxiety. For years, I felt trapped in my own body. Like literally there was chains over me and I was trapped inside and I couldn't do anything. That's the kind of crippling anxiety I used to have. Now I have some anxious thoughts. They come in once in a while, especially in moments or phases of my life where I'm moving beyond my edge, right? I'm pushing myself to grow. I'm moving through my fears. I'm challenging myself. I'm being uncomfortable. I will have the anxious thoughts. They will come and I will fall into the spiral for maybe 24 hours. But it's not gonna last for weeks, it's not gonna last for months. And that's not by luck, it's because I'm taking ownership, I'm understanding where it's coming from. I'm going to the root cause of the anxious thoughts I'm having right when I feel it. You know, like in the hours I'm starting to feel it. Not like 3 months later when I'm crippled like this and I can barely breathe. I take ownership much faster, much sooner because of all the experience and everything I've learned. So I will share that with you today. So let's say you wake up anxious or something happens, you get triggered and you have major anxiety coming up. You have two options. Option one, you go down the spiral of anxiety. You start not feeling well. It's like an elevator going down, right? You can feel yourself spiraling. And it starts with one anxious thought that triggers into another and another and another. And then all your life is like chaotic and a mess. And you're like, ah. And you cry and like, it's like everything is just falling apart, right? And it started with like one thing. You might be starting to scroll social media and then it gets worse. You have the power to go as deep and down as you desire. If you want to be down and deep for months, for years, you can do that. You can choose that. I did it and I chose to do it. Now, from my awareness today, I chose to do it. Back then, I didn't know. Or there's option two. Option two being you're aware of the anxious thoughts. They're there, you see them, you validate them, you bring awareness to it with the intention of getting out of it as fast as possible. Although this is not a race, something is wanting to be felt here, you have the power. And you remind yourself, you hold your power and you remind yourself that you're choosing here and you have a power. The anxiety is not some like entity coming over you and taking over your body. You have the power. You can choose to not spiral down. You can choose to allow yourself to feel whatever wants to be felt for a couple hours and then move out of it. If your reaction is, oh no, not anxiety again. Why me? Why do I have to deal with this? Why this person doesn't have to deal with this, but I have to deal with this? I'm so sensitive, I can't go out. Why do I have the body that I have? I'm miserable. If you go down the path of victimhood, you can't stay there forever and ever and ever. But I want you to know it's your choice. You have the power, it's your choice. You can choose differently. You can choose option 1. Now, today, I can choose option 1 and stay in it for like 24 hours, a day, an evening, a morning, whatever. I allow myself to feel it, and I do my best to get out of it as fast as possible, and I choose my power. The first step for me would be to validate my feelings. And there's layers to this. You can be like, oh, Laurence, I know I should validate my feelings. This is old news. And yes, you know, I've known that for like 10 years. I need to validate my feelings. But are you really deeply validating your feelings? Are you really like going in? There's layers to this. And we can think here that we're like validating it, but are you really validating it? You know what I mean? I'm still learning layers of a deeper level of validation and feeling it, a deeper level of awareness. There's always another level. That's what I've learned in my own journey. There's always a deeper level. We never know, really. When we do not allow ourselves to validate first, which, to be honest, most people do that. They don't even validate it. Our default would be to not want to feel it, to push it, oh, not this again, I don't want to feel that, to brace ourselves, to tighten our energy, to protect ourselves. And then the feeling that's wanting to be felt, in this case, we're talking about the anxious thoughts, is just more strong, and it's getting more strong because it wants to be heard even more. But when we validate and really open ourselves to feel whatever wants to be felt, and I know it's easy to say, and in the moment, maybe you're really gonna open to it 30%. And that's okay. That's better than 0. I can't say that I'm an expert and I'm like validating 100% of it immediately all the time. Like, no, I'm still learning. Then it's good to validate, bring awareness to it. But for me, the next step is really, can you hold the sensation of whatever you're feeling in your body? Can you actually breathe it in and feel it in your body? Or are you still like bracing and tightening? Can you hold the discomfort of your own emotions? I think if everyone would just learn to do that, the world would be a much better place. Can you hold the anger? Can you hold the sadness? Can you hold the anxiety? Can you hold whatever is wanting to be felt? What I love doing too is looking at myself from a bird's eye perspective. When I bring the awareness up, it's like I'm emotional authority in human design. I'm a very emotional person. Like I feel big, the good and the bad. Like I feel big. So when I lose myself in the sadness, grief, anxiety, it's so big. It's so much sensation that bringing myself up here and closing my eyes or doing a guided meditation and bringing my attention up on me, it's like de-dramatizing it, you know? It's like, okay, we're human here on planet Earth, floating around the galaxy. It's okay, you got triggered. Let's bring the intensity of it down through that bird eye perspective, right? And by meditating and like really, I'm not gonna be in stillness if I'm like triggered or being anxious. It's not gonna be stillness, not anywhere close to stillness. But having the voice of somebody in a guided meditation will help calm down and bring more awareness to whatever I'm feeling in my body. So if, let's say, it's a fear that is creating anxiety, okay, which fear? Let's go down the elevator. That's my friend Avea's term. Let's go down the elevator of our emotions into our heart. What is actually wanting to be felt here? And when we close our eyes and we really ask ourselves, what is wanting to be felt here? Because anxiety is really that. It's something wanting our attention inside of us. Could be something wanting to be expressed. Could be a fear that is not felt. Could be an anger, grief, sadness that is wanting to be felt. Any suppressed feelings over time can also create anxiety. The anxiety is a way for the body to bring attention to it. It's the whispers of the body saying, hey, there's something here in your body that's wanting to be felt. Your body is not broken. Your body is wanting to be heard, to be felt. Your body is your best ally. Let's repeat that. Your body is your best ally, always working for you. Every minute of every day. It's not wanting to give you pain. It's whispering something to you to bring attention to what's wanting to be felt. Sometimes could be a fear that we've trained ourselves not to feel. Fear of rejection, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of disappointing others. I'll take my example. The past 2 years, I've been moving big time through my fear of speaking my truth online and opening my voice to share what I want to share. Been wanting to do this for 10 years, and I'm only allowing myself to do it now. There's been many chapters and levels of opening my voice, the fear of being misunderstood online, judgment from others, projection from others. It's still alive in me. Yes, I've moved through it. I literally couldn't even post a video of me talking a year and a half ago. I thought I would die. Like, that's how big the fear was. Now I can do it. There's still some layers of the fear there. The judgment, the projection. There's still some layers of it there. And every time I press record, I'm feeling sensations in my body. It's uncomfortable. I procrastinate the filming day, and it's okay. It's all valid. I'm moving through the layers of my fear, one video at a time, right? And I've learned to hold the sensation of that fear in my body. Yes, it's terrifying. Yes, it's uncomfortable. And let's breathe it in. And it's okay. We're still gonna do it. We validate it, we see it, and I'm still gonna do it. You know? Took me years to get there, but it's the same with any fear, right? Can you welcome it and fear it instead of not feel it, and then it just gets louder and more uncomfortable? Or can you feel it, hold it in your body? What's the worst that could happen, really? That I get ridiculed online? Okay, still gonna have a roof over my head. I'm still gonna have food on the table. I'm still gonna have my friends and family. Okay, let's hold the sensation. And let's still do it. Yes. If it would be suppressed feelings behind the anxiety, like anger, sadness, grief, anything that is suppressed and we're pushing away to not feel. And maybe we have valid reason that we don't want to feel it right now. Maybe it's survival. You're moving through a heartbreak and it's so painful that you cannot feel all of it right now. Your body is like, okay, we're gonna put this level of the sadness here, the grief here, so she can function. And bit by bit, I'm gonna feel layers of it. Might take, years to fully feel something and move through it. For a big heartbreak, or your father died, your mother died. Nobody's expecting anybody to move through it in 24 hours, right? It will come by wave. And it's okay. Can we welcome every wave as they come? instead of pushing it away. And then it's like 5 years later, you still haven't felt the fullness of the heartbreak because you haven't allowed yourself to fully feel it. That happens, right? Some people keep stuff in for decades. It does not have to be this way. We have the power to open, hold the sensation, feel it in our bodies. Anxiety often means that we are not showing up for ourselves in some way. Me getting anxious thoughts and anxiety in my body because I've been wanting to film a video for 3 weeks, but I keep procrastinating. That's me not showing up for myself and doing what I truly want to do. Anxiety appearing in a relationship because there's something you're not speaking up. You're not showing up for yourself. You're not speaking your truth about something. To a friend, to a family member, there's always a reason behind the sensations that we're feeling around anxiety. And we have the choice to feel it, to move through it, to be in our power, to hold our power and move through it in grace and compassion for ourselves. Amen. More of that, please. Anxiety can also be a split between who you are and who you say you are. Like self-betrayal frequency. Are you saying yes when you want to say no? Are you being fine instead of being honest? Are you being true? Are you living your truth? Are you acting in your truth? Are you being authentic? Or are you performing in some way? For me, for instance, in the self-expression journey, am I doing a video and speaking up something to please some people or for the algorithm? Or am I truly just sharing what I want to share authentically, whatever the format, right? Or am I rushing myself to speak something in 30 seconds to make the point to please the algorithm? For me, it's been choosing YouTube, choosing long form content, because that resonates more with who I am, with my softer, slower, feminine being in body than the rush and overthinking that Instagram was giving me. Basically, are you stuck in the shoulds? I should do this, I should do that. Or are you really living your deepest, truest desires? Are you staying in a job because you should, because it's paying the bills, because you should be doing this, right? Or are you living your truest desire, whatever's on your heart? Are you living that? Or are you living your own self-built jail because you should be doing that? Sometimes we're so trapped in our mind that we think that this is it, there's no way out, and we feel trapped, when really there's 1,000 different possibilities. Or when you're in a relationship and it's not going well and you're feeling stuck because you're so used to that that bubble of the relationship, but so much other experiences outside of the relationship, right? You're not gonna die because you step out of that work or step out of that relationship. The mind loves making things so dramatic. So dramatic. Especially a woman. I think the core here is your soul and your body knows when you're lying. You cannot fake something to your body and your soul. You cannot fake it to God. Your body knows the truth of how you're feeling about something. You can't think yourself out of the truth. And sometimes it's very uncomfortable. Sometimes it can be the scariest thing you've ever done in your life, but sometimes it's required. You know what I mean? I remember when I left my job in the corporate world, my very cozy, high-paid, glamorous job in the consulting world. Some people would say I was crazy to leave a job like this. It was like the job out of business school. It was a pretty cool job, actually, but I was miserable, depressed, anxious. The months leading up to quitting were actually the months I had the most crippling anxiety of my life, the panic attacks. I had built myself this jail of there's no other way, I need to stay here. But there was so many other ways. I started 7 different businesses after quitting that job. Sometimes we think we're trapped, but we're not. It's our mind making us think we're trapped for survival, right? The mind is very powerful. So now for the physical part of things, what you can do in the moments, once you've validated, taken on ownership, held the sensation, what can you do in the physical realm to help you shift the energy, right? We want to be shifting the energy after all the feelings or the crying. We want to be shifting the energy. So what I love doing is get your body moving. Go to the gym, getting myself out of the house because I work from home, so I'm always at home. So for me, it's getting out of the house, going to see a friend, going for a walk by the water, a run outside, a walk outside. Doing some breath work is really good too. I love either a breath of fire or pyramid breath. Sweating, like sweating it out. If I had a sauna, I would definitely go in the sauna, but not yet. The last thing you want to do is to rush through your day and ignore whatever is happening. I used to be the queen of ignoring. Does not work. It only gets worse. Have a nourishing day. Like, take care of yourself. Love yourself. Be graceful and compassionate with your heart. Take time for yourself. Finish early work that day, or take a day off if you can. Really be with yourself and nourish yourself. Nourishment, that's the key word here. Nourishment, shifting the energy. So hydration, make sure you hydrate. Little warm water with little lemon or apple cider vinegar, alkalizing the body. Sometimes heavy emotion can be acidifying in the body, so anything alkaline, fresh pressed juice. Nourish yourself with whatever you feel will be supportive to your body. If it's in the morning, get yourself ready. Put on some makeup, some jewelry, a nice outfit. When you stay in your sweatpants all day, it's not gonna help, honey. Like, get dressed. When we take the time to make ourselves feel beautiful, whatever that means for you. It doesn't have to be makeup if you don't love makeup. Whatever it means for you to feel beautiful and nourished, do that. Actually, I'm thinking now, if you want my rejuvenating morning routine with a beautiful opening practice, my practice is called Let Softness Open You. It's part of the 4 email series down below. When you are wanting to open up to some suppressed feelings, this is totally something I do, a practice like this. It can help you open up to whatever is wanting to be felt under the anxiety layer. I would definitely recommend that practice. It's really good. It's an audio practice. You do it at home. It's like 20 minutes. It really helps open up the emotional body. And something that I always use multiple times a day, every day, to support my emotional body is essential oils. Could be a roll-on, could be a simple bottle. Essential oils are so powerful to help support emotions. It could be helping you move through sadness, grief, or it could be uplifting as well, energizing the body, uplifting the mind, calming, helping being more present. Like, there's so many different essential oils. They all have different benefits. For anxiety, the first one I would reach for personally is any flower. That's a roll-on. That's rose. When I smell the rose, I literally feel my heart open like a rose. That's how powerful these are. And yes, at first, if you use them, you might not feel them as much, but they grow on you and you feel them more and more. And the more aware, sensitive you become, the more you will love them. Some that I love for anxiety are rose, neroli, jasmine, lavender, roman chamomile. Flowers are great to support with emotion, great to open the emotional body, connect to the heart. They're also soft and gentle. They're very soothing to the emotional body. You could use something like bergamot to uplift and calm the mind. Copaiba. Copaiba, 2 drops under your tongue, is amazing for the nervous system. It's a root. Roots are more grounding. One of my favorites that I use every day is frankincense. 2 drops under the tongue. It's definitely more of a pricey one, but God, I cannot live without frankincense. It calms the mind, it grounds the body. It's great for meditation. If I want to have a deep meditation, you can be sure I'm gonna take some frankincense. Like, why not? You know, why not? And if you are moving through big emotions and you need more support, you can take and apply the essential oil every 2 hours. After 2 hours, they exit your system. They don't last all day, so you can reapply. If it's a roll-on like this, I would apply here on my wrist. I would apply behind the ears. You can apply on your spine, in your back, or the bottom of your belly there. All very sensitive areas that are going to absorb the essential oil very quickly. And another part that I cannot not say is about detoxification. If you eat processed food full of crap, full of chemicals, you load yourself with fragrance and chemicals in your skincare. If your body is overwhelmed with some toxicity and your colon is full of poo-poo, it's very easy to feel anxious and feel like shit, literally. So take care of yourself. What you eat, anti-inflammatory, nourishing for the body. Do a detox once a year. If you're wanting to know more about detox, you can check out my masterclass down below. Detoxification is not to be ignored here. If your body is full of heavy metals, overgrown parasites, full of poo-poo and mucoid plaque, you can sniff all the essential oils you want, take all the supplements you want. It's not going to be absorbed the same way. Doing an intentional detox is a beautiful gift that you can give to yourself. And I would love to scream it on the roofs. Like, every woman that I've helped through detoxification tells me the same thing. I wish I had done this sooner. Like, this has changed my life. Those are the feedback I received from my 5-day detox blueprint. I'll also put the link down below. But the greatness of the benefits you can feel from doing something like this, also opening your emotional body, feeling the suppressed feelings, there's just so much. So anyways, of course, there's an infinite other number of things I could be talking about, like singing and grounding and different practices, but I'll keep it to this. It's already a pretty long video, and I'll see you next time. Like and subscribe.